Hi, everybody. This is Saad. I'm not sure if I should be honored, delighted, or worried that the Ontario College of Psychologists, the governing body of clinical psychologists in Ontario, of which Jordan Peterson was a standing member, I guess, for many years, has asked that he be put through a retraining program to learn, because as a 60-year-old man who's had a long academic career as a professor at Harvard, University of Toronto, been a clinical psychologist for many years, best-selling author, one of the top Canadian authors of all time, he needs to be taught how to, behave properly in a non-hurtful way on social media. That's exactly consistent with the ethos of a free society. And I learned that when I made a joke about the French Canadian accent, the society that I've lived in since 1975, and I'm myself a francophone. I learned that I can't make those jokes because in a free society, that's simply intolerable. Well, the Ontario College of Psychologists have asked me to serve as the principal tutor because I guess they know that we're friends, and so I can, offer him good guidance and training. And so I just released a few minutes ago what the 16 points of his re-education program is going to consist of. And look what I have. Look at it. Oh yeah, it's the whip of self-disgust. Because to self-flagellate is a measure of great progressivism. It's an ethos of progressivism. I'm bad, my society's bad, I'm evil, I'm ugly, I'm a racist, I'm a colonizer, and so on. That's what makes you a great society, is if you constantly reject all of the values that have made your society a free and enlightened society. So let me just read you and what I'm going to do is I'm going to read the 16 items that will be a fundamental feature of Jordan's re-education program, social media re-education program. And with each one, I will self-flagellate, because one of the things that we agreed with the Ontario College of Psychologists is that he needs to show real contrition, real penance, a real pathway to redemption. And you could only do that if you feel it. Feel me? All right, here we go. So I'm delighted to report that I've been assigned to serve as Jordan Peterson's re-education tutor. I've made it clear to the overlord of darkness that he must publicly proclaim these positions on social media. Number 1, men can get pregnant. Number 2, men can menstruate. Number 3, some women have 9-inch penises. We know that because a lot of anesthesiologists and other physicians have gone on record. I did a sad truth recently. I'm not being sarcastic now, where they said, well, progressive science is completely on the side of the fact that, you could just make a best guess estimate as to someone's, sex and so on, because that's what they assign as a best guess estimate when a baby's born. Until 15 minutes ago, 117 billion people who've ever existed knew exactly how to pick what is male or female, but now we know better. All right, number 4, the climate crisis is so dire that we have less than 2 years of existence left as a species. Anybody who says, hey, let's talk about whether we should be spending $100 trillion refitting all of our buildings and using smoking pigeons as our mode of communication, as long as the pigeons don't engage in flatulence, because then that would cause, gas emissions. If we do that, then we're anti-science deniers and we should be banished. Number 5, possibly my favorite, Justin Trudeau is what a strong, principled leader looks like. Number 6, gas stoves are immoral. We know that certainly in the U.S., the noble climate warriors are trying to get rid of gas stoves. We don't want that. Number 7, fossil fuels are the devil's juice. Remember, Jordan Peterson, the overlord of darkness, has to publicly tweet each of these on his social media to demonstrate that he's reformed. He's a better person. and then he can retain his license. Otherwise, he loses it. That's what we want in a free society. Any person who is a professional should have his free expression monitored so that it doesn't hurt others. Number 8, Joe Biden is an honest politician, whereas Orange Himmler must be jailed. Number 9, the scientific method is a form of white supremacy. That I already covered it at length in The Parasitic Mind. I can't see it here, it's hidden. The Parasitic Mind, which came out in 2020. If you haven't gotten it, get your mind vaccine. Number 10, His Eminence, the Exalted Lord Fauci, is science. Remember when Fauci said, he's going to retire, then, science will cease to exist. He retires, there's no more science. And also science is white supremacy. So you got all that stuff. Number 11, COVID vaccines should be administered every second Tuesday of every month in perpetuity. That makes sense. Number 12, Peterson must recognize that he is a colonizer who is benefiting from stolen land. He must do so as his first tweet every day for the next 2 years. Number 13, this is an American one, but it's important. Remember, they say when the U.S. sneezes, Canada catches a cold. So this is part of that ethos. Occasional cortex, AOC, is not a narcissistic airhead. Number 14, we cannot understand human nature if not informed by intersectional feminism. That's clear. That's absolutely clear. Everybody knows this. Intersectional feminism is making big breakthroughs in genomics, in engineering, in pure mathematics. You need the feminist lens to crack open these fields. That's why you've got feminist glaciology. Real thing, by the way. You could look it up. Feminist glaciology. Number 15, Canada is a country built by white supremacy and systemic racism. That's clear. That's absolutely clear. By the way, based on some of the comments that I've received over the past few weeks, because I made a joke about the local French-Canadian accent, where I was told, dirty immigrant, leave here, dirty Jew, leave here, dirty Arab, leave here. It might not be so far-fetched to think that Canada, or at least Quebec, has a lot of noble, tolerant people. Number 16, joual is the most beautiful sound in nature. These are the 16 I've got. Am I missing anything? Let me know, because I'm still putting together the full, the panoply of lessons that Jordan will have to undertake as part of his re-education lobotomy. This is wonderful. This is what you want in a free society. You want our most well-known authors, thinkers, professors to constantly be worried that they may say something on social media or in a private conversation, maybe even in the bedroom with their spouses, that might offend someone, and then they should either be fired or kicked out of the country or sent through re-education programs. That's what you want. We want a society where no one has the chance of having their feelings hurt. I wish I could say slowly we inch, quickly we gallop. Cheers, everybody.